What's going on, gamers? Welcome back to Moral Queen trying to beat the game eventually. Last episode we spent a much shorter time than I thought I was going to at Gauntlet to start on our little gear progression list here. I finished Gauntlet in 152 KC basically. Didn't get a second enhanced, but I got every armor seed I need and I have the bow, so I'm done with that place. Though I did have to go pickpocket a ton of elves for the teleport crystal seeds. And now that I have that done, it's over to Bandos to finally get some melee gear upgrades. Alright, the Bandos 3-0 is basically the same as the Zambi 3-0 I did a little while ago, so hopefully this should go okay. I've done a lot more of this than I have done Zambi, but again, it is basically the same method. Whatever, let's see how it goes. Okay, that gave us Org Freezer for some reason. Yeah, I'm already feeling like I'm in the swing with this, so wish me luck. Let's see if we get spooned at another boss. Never mind, I absolutely fucked up at the start of the second kill, so that's fun. At the very least, I understand how to start the trip, and then we die. Very cool. God Wars Dungeon, it's so fun. Realized I should probably add some stuff to my Death's Coffer, since I got nothing in here. And I figured, I can't do those. Okay, well at the very least I can do my Sand Fuse for 3.5 mil. I was hoping to throw the Opals in there, because that's like... Come on, that's like 4.5 mil, that should have been a great addition, but never mind. Okay, we've got money in there now. We don't have to worry about paying the gravestone fees anymore. Or, at least, we don't have to worry about the gravestone fees cutting into our cash stack anymore. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've got the timing for the second kills down. Maybe? We'll see how it goes. First one's always easy, though. No, honestly, I don't know what I did wrong, but I really did it wrong. Good lord. Hopefully I can get this kill and get another chance. Maybe? Oh no. Please do some damage, oh my god. Okay, whew. Oh my god, I did it right that time. Hell yeah. Okay. Seems like another one of the, I'm just gonna have to get into the swing of it things. As long as I get the, subsequent second kills down of the trip. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm getting there. Sometimes it takes a second to get there, but we do be getting there. Wow, a dupe Godsword shard. That's fun as my first drop from the boss. Oh my god. Okay, I'll take a 14k BCP. Hell yes. As a second drop, that's beautiful. I'm already back in the groove with the boss, and I'm already looking so good. Hell yes. Oh my god. Cool. Cool content. Cool content. Look at that. This is my third kill, or my third trip. After two terrible, awful ones where I got like 1 and then 3 KC, now I've done 20 kill count in a trip, so pretty good, I think. Plus the Bandos chestplate already, we love that, but the Zambi practice seems to have gotten me in the swing of things for Bandos, so should be able to breeze through this, I think. Bruh, come on. Dang, you're supposed to profit food? With the door altar Bandos method, but some kills they just shred through me. It's kind of ridiculous. I have 0 food right now. I almost had to teleport out of that kill. I'm fucking up the minions, of course. I'm just not sure if I'm getting unlucky or what. But Crystal's supposed to be pretty good defense armor, you know? I guess compared to that other trip where we got like 20 kills, I think we're just getting unlucky, but Feels bad having to teleport out after only 4 kills, you know? Woo! Yo, got Sword Shard. Free 3 from a minion, hell yes. Still no hilt to put it on, but we got 2 out of 3 of the shards, so pretty good. 100 Gardor KC. I had a dream last night that I got 2 more BCPs. But every time I got them, I died and lost them on the floor. And then when I came back, I got the second BCP and died, left it on the floor. And then I came back, and then I got Tacits and I died, and I left them on the floor. And I woke up feeling so sad and was so relieved when I looked at my loot tracker. Oh, this game is bad for my brain, I think. A long bone? That's not right. No shot, I got another BCP. Okay. It's good for Torva in the future, I guess. Whatever, cool. At least that is a ton of money for the Death's Coffer, actually. I'm quite a long way away from worrying about making Torva, so that's probably a better deal for me. Alright, there you go, Death. 36 mil is not bad at all. Should have me covered for a little while, I think. Yo, that kill was number 200 on the big Gardor guy. Still just the 2 BCPs, but we're getting there. We're doing the much longer trips now that we're into the boss. Now that I've had a little practice, so you know, fingers crossed. Shouldn't be here too much longer. IRL time at least. It might be a lot more KC. I kind of want a BGS. Mostly I just want the Tacits. BGS not as big of a deal since I've got the Elder Maul. But it does have some uses, so you know, if I get the hilt before I get Tacits, we can stick around a while for that last Godsword shard we need. Would be cool to have a Godsword on the account. Would also be cool to have Tacits, so maybe I just worry about that for now. Okay, Bando's boots, we'll take them, I guess. Yo, Godsword Shard 1, I think that is all of the Godsword Shards I need, hell yeah. Well, I say need like I have a hilt. I do not have a hilt, but if I do get a hilt, now I can make a sword. Hell yeah. I'm set to work trying to fix the ancient sword. Come on now, hell yeah, we've got a oh, that's not how it works. Interesting. Okay. It's been a long time since I did this. There we go. We got a Godsword blade. Nothing to put it on yet, but pretty cool to have. Got to 299 KC and I ran out of blood runes. That's such a bummer. There's 300 KC. I finally got back. More Bandos boots. Oh no. Man, that 14 KC BCP was kind of misleading. Not that I deserve to have finished the set by now, but when you get something that early, it kind of feels like you're going to, you know what I mean? Hard casket, anything good? Wow, no, not at all. More Bandos boots? Come on, Gardor. Oh, another Godsword shard from the boss? That is a bummer. That does at the very least mean that I am just one Godsword shard away from another completed blade, still without a hilt. Which is kind of cool, I guess. And another one? What the fuck? Okay, thanks, Gardor. Interesting. Very interesting. That was the end of the trip, too. Okay. Not the curved bone, man. Let's fucking go. 394 KC for the Tacits. Oh man, that feels so good. Beautiful, the melee gear is coming along. I'll finish this trip. Maybe we get the hilt I feel like I deserve one. I totally don't. I got quite spooned on a lot of stuff, but that is the first ever minion drop I have ever received from the Bandos, from any God Wars actually, which is kind of cool. It's like 1 in 16,000 or something like that, so feels pretty good. I think I've probably got another like 15, 20 kills in this trip. Maybe we get a hilt and we just get out of here. Oh, would you look at that 400 kill count at Bandos. There we go, that's the very last kill of the trip, and I think that's going to be enough Bandos for a little while. Oh, 408 Bandos KC for the BCP and the Tacits, and a whole bunch of shards and some boots, of course, but the boots not so great. The boots are sitting in my junk tab, I think, yep. Put them on. That was pretty good timing, actually, because I was starting to run out of runes again, and I spent so much money on runes doing that boss. We're down to 4.3 mil again, which does feel pretty bad, but whatever. Melee gear is a lot stronger than it was. And before, my best in slot body and legs was literally the Elite Black Knight armor from Wild Gothic Sleep, so I think we've done a pretty good job at getting those upgrades there. I don't even have the torch on. There we go, hell yeah. The weapon, not so great. The Nezi, not so great. But those are going to be fixed in the long term. If I want to upgrade the Nezi, I've got to start doing Slayer again, and I do not feel like doing that right now. I could get a Serp Helm, but I also don't feel like doing Zolras, so... It may be time to go back to TOA. Or it may be time to go back to TDs and get an Emberlight. The crystal can go away and we can pull out the better melee gear with the Scorching Bow, and it should be very good. There isn't a hugely important reason for me to get the Emberlight right now, but it would be nice to finish that best in slot Demon Bane weapon, which will be good for Slayer in the future, but it would also be good for Duke. And I do want to start doing some of the DT2 bosses soon-ish, just to make a little bit of money maybe. Get some Virtus maybe, that would be cool, but Duke is the easiest, might as well have the best weapon for it, so let's finish Tormented Demons. Yeah, these kills are very satisfying with the upgraded gear. Not using the mage spells, actually having melee gear to switch to. We've got Demon Bane for both styles. It's beautiful. These guys drop elite clues? Did I know that? I've never had one before. That's fun. This is the first time I'm ever rigging this allotment patch. This is a huge moment. I got auto weed a very, 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 very long time ago, but here's a first time for everything, I suppose. Woo! Fake levels! Let's fucking go! Oh my god, the second Tormented Synapse on 542 KC. That is not bad at all. Do I just use it? Oh, do I have to talk to Kuradel again? That's annoying. Do I just need a hammer? Is that how it works? Nope, I gotta go to an anvil. Okay, I've got my hammer. How do I do this? Do I use it on here? I do. Oh, and we've got the Emberlight, which is the way better version of the Arclight. And we are looking so strong and powerful. Hell yes. I'm gonna go try that out on Duke, I guess. Oh, if you don't know how the Emberlight do, it's basically just an upgraded Arclight. It's a tiny bit stronger, it's got better combat stats. The spec is a little bit better against demons. Drains attack, strength, and defense by 5%, but 3 times more effective against demons, so 15%? Kind of a weird way to do the spec text, but whatever. It also doesn't degrade. We've got no charges, we've got no nothing, which feels so good. So now we have probably the best in-slot weapon for Duke other than like the Giga endgame stuff, so let's go try that out. Maybe we get some Virtus. I just want to get some Boss KC. I got a little bit bored doing the Tormented Demons. I didn't have to do that many, of course, but they're very, very slow and a little annoying, so we'll go do some Duke. We'll make some GP. I know there isn't a huge benefit to starting with Duke, but it's the easiest DT2 boss. It's pretty fun. It's a cool pet. Has a chance at Virtus, and I'm really poor. I've got 3 mil right now, and, you know, a couple of Alks from that grind, but we're not doing very well. So I think it's time to finally do some real PVM and build up an actual base cash stack that isn't going to plummet every time I want to do anything. It is a little sad we didn't get a second Burning Claw, but I can always go back now, especially now that I have a better weapon for them. But I definitely don't feel like doing more just for a spec weapon right now. That can wait, I think. Finally getting out to the fishing platform. I got the anglers a long time ago to get food to do content. But then I got a bunch of food to do content from getting the anglers outfit, so it took a little while, but we're here. Getting some minnows, getting some sharks. Should make Duke pretty chill. I didn't look before about the stat difference between Arclight and Emberlight. I knew it was better, but it is such a big difference. The slash goes from 38 with the Arclight to 70 with the Emberlight, which is a huge jump. And the strength bonus goes from 8 with the Arclight to 13 with the Emberlight. And it doesn't lose charges. Beautiful. I'm glad I did that. It was technically a waste of time. Even doing Duke is a waste of time. Like, I don't really have a reason to do Duke. Should be doing other bosses, but I got an Emberlight so I can do Duke. And it was a good idea. So, Duke Succulus is definitely the easiest of the DT2 bosses. It's going to take me a little bit to get into the swing of it, just like with everything. But I've done a little bit of this on other accounts, so honestly, I don't see it being too difficult. Wow, I haven't hit a single hit at all so far. What's happening? Maybe this isn't going to be easy. Do you keep forgetting that he's going to shoot out the things? I've forgotten the timing on them, so probably have to figure that out. There we go. First KC done. Pretty good, pretty good. Apparently that means I'm adept. I disagree, but hell yeah. I'm gonna have to adjust my inventory, but I should still be able to do a couple kill trips. Especially if I actually hit a spec at the beginning, which would be nice. Ah, very good. Very good. Interesting. Not sure what I did different with my timing, but apparently I did something very different. Just gotta get back in the groove, it'll happen. Stupid early kills. Maybe I shouldn't have said how easy this was gonna be out loud. Whoa, 307 new PB, that's still pretty bad actually. That was another PB and I didn't even hit any specs. This game's crazy. There we go, I made my true tile a little bit more obvious on these white floors, so this first stage should be a little bit easier to avoid stuff for me now. Let's go! Okay, 9 KC for the frozen tablet. Now we don't have to run all the way here. I can just add that to the Ring of Shadows, and it's like an instant teleport to right outside of here somewhere. Oh, that's so nice. That's so Spoon, too. Why did they stay? I thought they were supposed to disappear. I'm taking damage for no reason. Aw, hell yeah. Straight to the Gorok dungeon, and I just gotta run through a couple doors, and I'm right next to Duke. Super nice to get that teleport out of the way early. Yo! Amulet of Power T from a Duke Easy Clue. Let's go. Oh my god. That was so stupid. Ooh, the sub 2 minute PB 156. Hell yeah. Sheesh. Clue luck going off today. A little bit of a God rune from a hard clue from blah, blah, blah. Whatever. No fucking shot? Oh my god, okay. Virtus Robe Top on 31kc. That is a huge mage upgrade over the Mystic. Hell yes. Big day for upgrades today, huh? I love that. I'm gonna get the Mystic out of this. The combat slot. I gotta clean up my bank at some point. I know, I'm sorry. Man, that's cool though. I didn't have anything super specific in mind for, Duke. But I knew Virtus could happen, and it happened, and that's so cool. Let's go 50kc at Duke Succulus. I know I got the Emberlight as an excuse to do Duke, but the GP here is a lot weak. I overestimated a little bit. I can use the Emberlight for other demon things in the future. Okay, I know I said I was getting the Emberlight to do Duke and do some DT2 bosses, but I definitely overestimated how much money they give. They do give some pretty good money, but it's all in supplies, and it's stuff that I don't want to use right now. I don't want to do smithing and crafting and whatever. So I need another option. For now, I'm banking up some food for PVM that I do end up doing, but I have a feeling I might end up having to do some Slayer. I currently have two sort of directions I could go for melee upgrades, just mostly in the slash category. I could get a blade from Gauntlet, which I don't really want to do, or I could get a Noxious Halberd from the new Araxite Slayer boss, which does require doing Slayer, but Slayer is also like a pretty decent moneymaker, depending on how many barrage tasks I do, but my plan for going back to Slayer, when I did go back to Slayer, was to do Wildy Slayer to build up a ton of points, and that could be kind of fun. You know, most of the Wildy tasks aren't in hotspots, and if they are, you're doing extra damage because you're on task still, so it shouldn't be too bad. I don't know, get some Baron's Keys, make a little money from those, maybe finish the Dagon High, since all we need is the top, you know? I think if we want to make money and progress the account in a meaningful way, I've either got to do Slayer or I've got to do Gauntlet. And I know I got spooned at Gauntlet, but I really don't want to do any more Gauntlets, so I'll spend a little time fishing, mentally preparing myself for Slayer. I got all excited about doing the DT2 bosses, mostly because of the Virtus Robe chance, and then I got a piece of the Virtus Robe to replace the only piece of Mystic that I had to wear in my mage setup. So I'm pretty happy with those 50 Duke KC. I will have to go to Vardorvis and Leviathan at some point for upgrades for the rings and for whatever. At some point I'll have to do them, but that some point is not at this point of the account. I thought it was going to be good, but it doesn't seem like worth the effort at the moment. You know what I mean? Those can be endgame things when I have much too much money propped up. I have 62 points right now, which is really bad. Yeah, I deleted my task streak so that I could do the Lumbridge Diary, I think it was. I believe I've already done the Mauritania one, so I shouldn't have to delete my Slayer task again, which means I should probably do... No, I should do Wilderness Slayer, because I have a long task streak in the Wilderness. I think still. Let's find out. Is there no way for me to know? They're separate streaks, right? Do I just do these trolls? I have some cannonballs left. I can do this real fast, I think. So basically, I'm just going to do Slayer until I have a bunch of herb seeds, a bunch of GP, and a Noxious Halberd. That's going to take a long time, and the rooting for it's going to be a little bit weird. You know, we're going to go through the Wildy, build up at least a few hundred points so that I can do Konar, which then I can do Hydra with the Crystal Armor and the Bofa that I got, and do much faster kills, and yeah, eventually, this is going to take a while, but eventually, hopefully, we should have a decent cash stack, a good chunk more XP, which not super important, but fun to have, and a melee weapon that isn't Azami Hosta. Azami Hosta isn't bad, it just feels like it's mid-game, you know what I mean? There's this weird little gap in the melee gear progression, which is interesting. And I can either do a bunch of Slayer and possibly make progress towards a bunch of other stuff. You know, I can do Kraken tasks, I can do Cerberus tasks, and get boot upgrades, and all that sort of stuff. I can do Dagonoth tasks, get the Archer's Ring, finally. All sorts of stuff through Slayer, all sorts of progression that I've skipped so far, so probably a good idea to do this now. And hopefully with the end goal of getting the Noxious Halberd. It's a very good slash weapon, and it could lead to me doing Tob in the future, but we'll see. If you want to see what else might happen in the future, maybe hit subscribe. If you already did, maybe like, leave a comment. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. If you wanted to help me even more than that stuff does, you could hit that join button down there below. It starts at only $2 a month, gets you in on the members-only Discord, gets you videos a little bit early, and it is so incredibly helpful to me as a human. So thank you to all of these wonderful people. My much too supportive Overkill doer Hezi, thank you so much. All of my Gwemlin Supremes, Vintage Tops, Scrooge McDuck, Matty O, and Stark, thank you so much for sticking around. And same goes to all of my Gwemlins and supporters. Anyone clicking join at any level is incredibly helpful for me. And I love you, and I appreciate you, and I hope I see you next week. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye!